Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Tats. I'm back with another video. And before I get started with this video, I would just like to take a quick second to say there's been quite a bit of talk going around here lately, and especially, concerning people who do 4K Blu-ray reviews. And now I've definitely done my share of them. God knows, you go look at my channel, you look at the list. That's pretty much my big thing, is I've done a lot of 4K reviews on my channel. And one of the big things that people have been saying is that, a lot of people who do 4K Blu-ray reviews are pushing people, like making people feel uncomfortable or whatever, trying to get them to buy 4K Blu-rays or trying to pressure them, put pressure on them to do this. And I would just like to take a quick second to say, if I have ever done that to anybody, or if anybody feels like watching my videos, if anybody feels like I've been putting pressure on them, I am sincerely very sorry. I do agree with a lot of people. It should be about the movie, not the format. Okay. I think, now I admit I've made mistakes. I'll be the first one to tell you I have made mistakes plenty of times. And if I have, said in videos like, oh, if you love this movie, yeah, you're going to want the 4K or something like that. But I really do honestly feel bad if somebody took that to mean that I'm like, go out and buy it right now. Damn it, do what I tell you to do. It's like, if anybody felt that way, if I made anybody feel like that, I can't tell you how sorry I am that you felt that way from watching one of my videos. I will say that, um, if you like a movie, but hey, if you come to me and say, I'm going to try to make that a thing. If you come to me and say, hey, I love this movie, but honestly, I would rather have it on DVD or Blu-ray or VHS or Laserdisc, hell, beta, whatever, whatever your format is, and I will support you. I'm going to do my utmost best to support you. Um, because yeah, I mean, even if you're buying movies on DVD, you're still helping. You're still getting movies out there. We're still getting stuff coming. So, so even if you show up and say, hey, you like 4Ks, that's fine, but I don't. It's like, I respect that. Okay. You like what you like. And, just because I buy 4Ks, it doesn't mean you have to. You don't have to do what you don't want to do. And it's like, and I'm not going to badmouth you. If you come to me and say, I like DVD, I'm not going to badmouth you for that, because guess what? I still buy stuff on DVD from time to time. Watch some of my haul videos every once in a while. I mean, granted, I prefer Blu-ray or 4K, but I'll still pick up the occasional DVD once in a while. And, you know, if you've seen some of my videos, I've talked about plenty of times, like, I know this is on 4K. Honestly, I'm fine with having it on Blu-ray, you know. As a matter of fact, like, Severin just announced they're getting ready to put Kathy's Curse out on 4K. I got that on Blu-ray, so I was like, I'm gonna watch that and see if I like it, and if I do like it, then yeah, I'll consider upgrading. If it's something I feel like I'm gonna watch over and over again, and to be honest with you, I watched it. I watched it the first time when I bought it, and I was like, I need to give this a second watch, see if it grows on me, see if it's something I'm going to want to watch. And to be truthfully honest with you, I put it on, I watched it, and I was kind of like, honestly, now I understand this movie has fans, and I'm glad that it is coming out on 4K so that people who do want it and will watch it over and over again, I'm glad that they're going to be able to get a 4K so they can have that option. Just for me personally, I'm just like, I can live with this on Blu-ray. It's just not for me, but if you love it and you want it, that's wonderful, and I'm not going to take that away from you. Okay, now, and another thing though too is like, this is going to be fun. I just did a video. Well, I did a Skype chat with my buddy Rob from VHS 82 apostrophe, and we did we talked about our top 5 favorite John Carpenter movies, and Rob is going to post that on the Body Bags channel on May the 4th. It's going to be on a Saturday. So just in case if anybody might be interested in that, to hear us two guys just talk about our love for John Carpenter and what our top 5 favorite John Carpenter movies might be, if that interests you, then yeah, keep your eyes out on the Body Bags channel. Saturday, May the 4th. Rob is going to post that video, and you'll be able to watch it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's like it was a really fun collaboration to do with him, and I hope we get to do it again. I'm already sitting here thinking, it's like hopefully down the road we could talk about some of our favorite Italian horror movies. We can compare editions of movies. Like hey, maybe we can. I could do a video. We could do a video together where he talks about his edition of City of the Living Dead versus my edition of City of the Living Dead. So like yeah, the imagination's going. So yeah. So hopefully if that's something everybody might be interested in. Yeah, just Saturday, May the 4th. So check that out on the Body Bags channel. All right, now it's time to get to the real reason you're here. Okay, let's see here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of things I picked up. And yeah, this one here, I found, you guys know I love my collectible tins. And I'm very lucky to have found this. And because I found it at my local record store, and thanks to store credit, I got it for nothing. Didn't have to pay anything for it. So I got Tales of the Unexpected from Behind the Veil. This 2-disc set with, it's basically what it is. It's an old black and white horror anthology series with Boris Karloff, and usually he narrates and he appears in, I believe he appears in all of the episodes. But yeah, if you're you're a big Boris Karloff fan and everything else, and look at this bad boy. I mean, how cool is that? And the big thing is though too, see, is I found these at a pawn shop one time, and you notice this one here. Both of these are like, 5 episodes each. So it's 10 episodes altogether. On here, you can see that. That's 12. So this one has 2 more episodes than these have. So this is much an improvement over this. And so look at that. And look how gorgeous that is. Boris Karloff, the man himself. Tales of the Unexplained. And when you open it up, the DVDs are very much in... Oh, if I can get them out of there. DVDs are very much in pristine condition. So yeah. So very, very happy to find it. And I've seen these. I've already watched these, and they're actually really good. If you like old, kind of like old anthologies, like, if you like old anthologies, kind of like Twilight Zone or Outer Limits or something like that, these are more kind of like supernatural, kind of ghost story type things. But oh yeah. Yeah, so get this, for basically for free, thanks to store credit. Oh, yeah. So you guys know I love my collectible tins, so and that's going to look great on the shelf. Tales of the Unexplained, Boris Karloff. All right, now this is going to be funny, kind of a tragic way, but I got tricked. Okay, now here's what happened. Like I said, I went out to my local record store and I managed to build up some store credit. And, I'm getting ready to talk about the Darkman 4K here in just a minute. But I was so thrilled because I had mentioned this before, especially when I did my my 4K Blu-ray review for Tremors 2. That I said that, I screwed up, that I missed out, that I did not get the Tremors, the first Tremors, the big box set and everything else. Well, guess what I found? And it turned out, thanks to store credit, again, I didn't have, really, it cost me nothing. I got Tremors. Here you go. The big, beautiful box set from Arrow Video. All this kind of stuff. Okay. And it comes with everything. It's got this good, sturdy hard box. Here you go. You got the collectible booklet. Tremors, one of the best movies. I love this movie, man. It's like one of the easiest, most fun comfort food movies to ever watch. So there you go. You got the booklet. You do get the poster. Yep. Okay. Always that iconic image there. Of course, on the other side, you got the commissioned artwork. Okay, now you're saying, well, you said that you got tricked. What are you talking about? Okay, so here we go. Okay, reversible cover art, but It's the Blu-ray. See that? That's 4K on there, right? Black case, everything else. Blu-ray discs. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, look at that. It says there, Blu-ray. First one, Yeah. Disc 1, the movie. Disc 2, the bonus features. So, yeah, you can imagine that was a little bit disheartening. But it's not, I mean, it's not the end of the world because, one thing that is nice is that, you can get a standard 4K edition of Tremors on 4K. So all I would have to do is order that. And then, I could just take that, put that in here, and then I can just put this in a different case and I can sell it off and everything. It's like, I got the Blu-ray Steelbook. I got the 4 movie collection with the movies on Blu-ray. So it's not exactly like I'm losing on the Blu-ray scale here, but yeah, so you can see there. Thought I got the 4K and everything else, so I was so happy about that, and then come to find out, no, it's the Blu-ray. But you still get everything else. You got the Walter Chang's. I guess that's supposed to be like a business. Oh, it's like a certificate. Walter Chang's. Yeah, you got the little poster here showing the biology of the graboid. Yeah. There you go. And then you got, this here is like a little advertisement for the Frighteners. Be nice if we ever get that on 4. Now, if you want to pay a crap ton of money, you can get it. So, here's all the cards. You see they're all the same on one side, but lobby cards. Val and Earl doing that rock, paper, scissors on the horses. There you go. With Rhonda. The whole team. Val and Earl again. So anyway, yeah, for the most part, a great addition to have and everything else, except just it wasn't exactly what I thought, but it's not that big a deal. I mean, this will be okay, like for right now. At least I got the big box. I got everything else and all that. And then, like I said, just here, all I got to do is you can get a standard 4K for, you can get a standard 4K for Tremors. And, just put that in there and there you go, And that's the best part, too. There's nowhere, there's no, like, Blu-ray insignia or anything like that. So I can, so I could put the 4K in there. Bob's your uncle. All right, so here we go. And I am sorry, but just, getting through all this. Now we can get to the 4K Blu-ray review, and here's the thing. If you prefer this movie on Blu-ray, that is fine. VHS, DVD, Laserdisc, whatever. Whatever you prefer, that's fine. If you don't want to buy this, I promise you, I'm not going to force you to do it. But, yes, I did. Thanks to store credit, this was $30.99, but thanks to store credit, I only had to pay $15 for it. So now we have the Scream Factory 4K edition of Darkman. I know that there was a Steelbook edition, but I just kind of opted for the regular standard edition of it. And I really do enjoy this movie, and that's the thing. I never bought the the Shout Factory. Is this Scream Factory or Shout Factory? Yeah, okay, Scream Factory. I never bought the Scream Factory Blu-ray of this. What I had the Universal Blu-ray that had the 3 movies on it. The first one, the 2 direct-to-video sequels. And this is a movie I watched. Unfortunately, I never got to see in the theater, but I did watch it a number of times on VHS. I watched it DVD quite a few times, and now I watched it on Blu-ray. Of course, if you don't know, this is Sam Raimi doing his attempt at. That was the way I understood the story was that apparently back in the day, after making Evil Dead 2 and stuff like this, apparently Sam Raimi went. I think it was Paramount that they wanted to do a movie version of the comic book The Shadow, and Sam Raimi went to them and said, "Hey, I want to, I would love to direct that movie and everything." But the problem is, they were like, here's the thing, you made Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. We are not going to give a big budget comic book movie to the guy who made Evil Dead 2 or Evil Dead, especially Evil Dead. And so when he ended up getting a picture deal with Universal, and I think I could be wrong, but I think that was on the condition that he would make a third Evil Dead movie, which would become Army of Darkness. And he decided, well, hell, nobody wants to give me a comic book movie to direct, which it's funny now when you think about it. I mean, you know, three Spider-Man movies and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and all that stuff. And at one point, they didn't want to give Sam Raimi a comic book movie. So he was like, well, if they don't want to give me a comic book movie, to hell with it. I'll create my own. And so he created this. And just unfortunately just kind of wish he'd stuck with it and kind of kept doing it. And one thing I thought was amazing was in the interview was that with Liam Neeson, he said he loved working with Sam Raimi and wants to work with him again and hopes he can. I would love to see another, Sam Raimi, Liam Neeson collaboration. How about you? You know, I'll be willing to watch that. But anyway, so yeah, we finally got it on 4K, and honestly, I am so glad that I got this, and even more glad that I was able to get it for half off. Um, this was one I've been wanting to get around to, but just other stuff kept coming up, and I admit I've been putting it off and everything else, and now I'm finally glad to be getting my hands on it, and oh man, and this is, in my personal opinion, like I said, I didn't buy the Scream Factory Blu-ray. I have the Universal Blu-ray, and in my opinion, this is leaps and bounds better than that Universal Blu-ray. Just the picture on that Universal Blu-ray look, in my opinion, my personal opinion, it looks horrendous. And this is such a nice improvement. Now I know there's a lot of shots against blue screen and everything else, and admittedly, yeah, it doesn't look very crystal clear on 4K and stuff like that. And but I don't know. I know I'm probably in the very small minority here, but to me personally, I kind of like it because it's like it kind of gives almost to the comic book feel of it. I know it looks unrealistic, and I don't think it was intentional. I think it was just using the technology that was there at the time, and obviously technology is advanced. But it's just, to me, I kind of like it in a way because it kind of does, because this is, for all intents and purposes, it's meant to be kind of like a comic book film. This was Sam Raimi trying to do his version of a comic book movie, and I loved the look of it because to me it almost has kind of that over the top, unnatural comic book look or vibe to it. So I love it, and I'm happy to get this, and oh yeah, it's. Then we got the back here, and then wow, I was surprised at the amount of bonus features we were able to get on here. I'm shocked, as some of these, like I'll get to it in a second. But okay, on the 4K, you got new 4K restoration from the original negative and Dolby Vision, approved by director Sam Raimi and director of photography Bill Pope. New audio commentary with filmmaker and Darkman superfan Josh Rubin. Audio commentary with Bill Pope. Really would have preferred like a Sam Raimi and Rob Tapert commentary. That would have been cool. Maybe with Liam Neeson. That would have been awesome. Okay, so on the Blu-ray disc, you got the audio commentaries, a 4K remaster transfer, and everything else. Let's see here. Dissecting Darkman, interview with actor Liam Neeson, which I am so thrilled to have watched that because, I really figured maybe Liam Neeson would have looked back on this and be like, I hated doing that movie, and he would never want to do an interview about it or anything like that. But it's cool to, that he does hold a soft spot in his heart for this movie, and he loved working with Raimi and would do it again. So that's cool. Interview with actor Frances McDormand, which is, a fun and insightful interview, but be warned, Frances McDormand is going to let you know she's very political. She's very feminist and she's very political. She's going to let you know that. The Name is Durant, interview with actor Larry Drake, and, yeah, I do believe he's passed away. May he rest in peace. Larry Drake was such a fun, just a fun presence in whatever movie he was in, especially Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. The Face of Revenge, interview with makeup designer Tony Gardner. Henchman Tales, interviews with actors Danny Hicks and Dan Bell. God, man, I miss Danny Hicks. That guy was so much fun to watch in the movie Evil Dead 2, especially Intruder. Oh, man, go watch Intruder. Danny Hicks steals that movie. Everybody's good in it, but Danny Hicks steals that flick, I tell you. Dark Design interview with the production designer Randy Sear and art director Philip Dagort. Hope I pronounced that right. Vintage making of featurette interviews with Sam Raimi, Liam Neeson, Frances McDormand, and more. Vintage interviews with Sam Raimi, Liam Neeson, Frances McDormand, theatrical trailer, TV spots, still galleries, posters, and production stills, behind the scenes, makeup effects, and storyboards. And so, yeah. So, plenty of bonus features on there. No reversible cover arts. I will say, though, if you get this, like, if yours is like mine, you better be careful, man. That disc keeps popping out. The 4K disc keeps popping out. But just, wow. You got the Blu-ray here, the 4K there. At first, I was like, that didn't even look right. And that's like, oh, okay, yeah, it does look right. Okay. But, oh, yeah. And just the sound on it. Well, what kind of sound do we get? Okay, yeah, the DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, which I imagine there's probably a 2.0 on there as well. Sorry, I should have looked into that more. But wow, I am so glad that I finally upgraded this, because I admit part of me was hesitant, because I was like, oh man, the picture quality on that Blu-ray did not look good at all. And this is leaps and bounds so much better. You get to see so much detail, especially, I know that there are going to be moments, unfortunately, where you look at Liam Neeson's face in the movie, the mask, and that's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like a mask and everything. But, and like I said, I know probably like a lot of the blue screen shots are not going to hold up very well. And I know that they look rough and not very polished. But like I said, in my personal opinion, I actually kind of enjoy it, because to me, it almost gives it like that kind of comic book action movie quality. But, the picture quality is amazing in this, and the detail you see in, like, the costumes and the warehouse where Darkman, is at. And wow. And, the sound quality, I've heard better. It's not the worst, but I've heard better. And, it's like there are a couple of times I've had to kind of turn up, especially the dialogue scenes. But honestly, still, man, I really enjoy this. I'm so glad I finally got this, and I got it for half off. So, yeah. But for me personally, oh man, yeah. I'm so happy. Anyway, I'm happy, except I'm not very happy I got tricked with this one, but oh well, we can fix that. So anyway, so that's going to do it. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I also hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And like I said, if you're interested, May 4th on the Body Bags channel, Rob's going to post that video. And I think everybody's going to have a lot of fun with that. So there's going to be more to come. So take care, boils and ghouls. See you all later. Have a good night.